들려오는 노래 꼭 내게만 스치는 바람의 노래
Oh my god, I've been muted this entire time. I'm so sorry, everyone. I did not realize my microphone was muted. Okay, so, as I was saying originally, let me repeat myself. This is a new game that showed up on Steam, called Angel Wings. It's actually free, so I don't know if this is just a demo or if this is actually a full free game, but yeah. But so far it has a positive reviews rating on Steam, and it came out January 29th of 2021. The Steam description for this game says, upon answering a mysterious phone call, you awaken in an unfamiliar place filled with new faces. Through intricate relationships and thoughtful introspection, will you be able to unravel the reason you are here? Looks like it's categorized under, like, visual novel, dating sim, free-to-play, romance, dark humor, parody, strategy, simulation, rich story, multiple endings, emotional. Okay, so hopefully it's good. Although I'm kind of wondering if it's actually like a mystery. But shall we start? Here goes. Ooh. I guess I am... Ooh, do I play a female or male? I guess it doesn't matter here. Mobile. Okay. Okay. What does this... Oh, is there an arrow here? Oh, okay, here we go. Devoted to the loving memories of years past, which... it went too fast! Angel wings. Nice to meet you, PhD Nico. What is this? Controls, text history, save, quick save. Okie dokie. Oh! Now, who are you? What is this? The Hermit. Those who value the gift of introspection. Hierophant. Those who seek the comfort of tradition. The world. Those who embrace a new beginning. I will go with the Hermit. Alright, PhD Nico. Welcome to your story. The story of PhD Nico the Hermit. I just got an achievement, a Steam achievement called the Hermit. Oh, by the way, I just created this outfit. It's a kind of a, before we get too deep into the game, I just made this outfit this evening. It's kind of inspired by the fact that Valentine's Day is coming soon. And because I love cats, I figured I would put 3 cats on it. A center cat that's shaped like a heart, and then 2 other kitties who form a heart with their tails. Isn't it cute? Yes, I know it's completely impractical, but I thought it'd be fun to make. At any rate, on to the game. The story of PhD Nico the Hermit. Day 1, the Hermit. This isn't my room. Where am I? I've awoken in a place that's nothing like what I know. This is no small, affordable housing apartment. This is a fully furnished, modern home. Complete with exposed concrete walls matched with various touches of polished marble. I find myself in a comical, and no doubt expensive, ode to this decade's design fads. Moving further into the corridor, abstract paintings and small shrub-like plants adorn what would otherwise be an entirely barren sea of white and gray hues. It's pretty well decorated. The owner seems to have taste. But this doesn't feel like it could be someone's home. This feels more like a computer rendering of a model home, afforded to only the fabulously wealthy, or those living far beyond their means. What am I doing here? Oh, hold on a second. Am I blocking the text too much? Let me shrink down a bit. Maybe make it a bit easier to see. How's that? A little bit more out of the way? Let me scoot a little bit over to the side while I'm at it too. Hopefully that will help kind of not block so much. One moment, please. Okie dokie. Hopefully that's not too bad. What am I doing here? My hands reflexively snap to my pockets. I pull out what appears to be the same model phone that I picked up earlier. Oh, that's so small, I can't read it. Hold on a second. Wow, that's really, really tiny. From K. Hi, PhD Neko. Be at Moon Academy by 9 a.m. You can look up the address. Am I supposed to type it? No, I guess not. Hold on a moment. I want to see if I can set this to bigger resolution because it is way too tiny for me. Oh, hold on a second. Oh. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to make adjustments here. Please hold. Sorry, when I made this thing full screen, it kind of got too big. Let's do this again. There we go. Okay, now I can read it. It's very big now. Okay. Who is this? How did they know my name? What is Moon Academy? My thoughts are racing at an indescribable pace. Questions fill my mind faster than I can process them. Should I call this number to figure out what's going on? No, I don't think I'd be able to calm myself enough to speak coherently. Part of me is also more afraid of finding out who's going to pick up. Let's see here. Now what do I do with this? Oh, who is this? What is Moon Academy? You'll be attending school there from now on. Good luck, and don't be late. Who are you, and what am I doing here? I'm a little busy right now. Can we talk later? You can call me Kay. Oh, and find your route on Wi-Fi. I didn't pay for a data plan. Sorry. What exactly have I gotten myself into? And you couldn't even get me the cheapest data plan? Really? Actually, I wonder if there's enough room for me to be bigger here. Okay, maybe like that. I hesitated to follow the instructions given to me. However, I figure exploration can't hurt me. The phone's GPS guides me towards my destination, a cathedral-turned school at the end of town. Where am I parking? Sorry, let me shrink myself a little bit again. How's that? I like the music. The music seems nice. Man, I hate walking. Briskly making my way towards my destination, I notice the unusual cleanliness of the city around me. Hold on a second. Is the music too loud? Yeah, let me lower the volume a little bit. I like the music. It's very nice, but maybe that's a little too low. How's that? Is that a decent volume level? The house I came from is only an example of the simple minimalistic aesthetic employed in this urban sprawl. There are trees all along the sidewalks, and none of the buildings appear to be more than a few years old. That's a nice car. Really nice car. Okay, PhD Neko, stop getting sidetracked. It doesn't feel like the present day, more like a few years in the future. More like a computer render of what reality could be. How long have I been out for? Am I in a simulation? The Matrix? I quickly check my reflection in one of the windows of a nearby building. There are no sinister men in suits pursuing me, and all my facial features seem to be where I last left them. This is good news. Well, I could always wish for an improvement. My phone says it's March 6th. 3 days have passed since I picked up the phone in the snow. I was out for 3 whole days? The city doesn't feel densely populated. In fact, it barely feels alive here. A handful of pedestrians loiter about the concrete walkways, seeming to be in no particular hurry to get anywhere. I finally arrive at my destination, a towering, well-worn cathedral with steep stone steps. Boy, that's a tongue twister. Steep stone steps leading to its entrance. A variety of trees and bushes lie on either side of the stairs. While the architecture is impressive, its common appearance makes it feel a bit at ease. This may be the only thing in the world I can say feels familiar to me. Hopefully, I'll have some of my questions answered here. One moment. I forgot to plug in my cell phone. Okay. There we go. The interior of the cathedral-like school building is a bit more mundane on the inside. The hallways narrow and lined with decaying lockers that no student has likely ever used. Oh, weird. Get comfortable. Okay. Worn tiles, worn tile paves the way to the art studios, with a sign directing new students to the right. The musty scent of paper and paint grows stronger as I make my way towards the classroom. The door creaks loudly as I enter the room. Desks are sparsely scattered about, with unfinished paintings draped on the tables, and canvases of varying quality hang from the wall. Vivid paint stains of all colors decorate the walls and floors. Whoops, cancel. That was unexpected. Just making sure the stream's looking okay. Ooh, I like the art style. The professor, an elderly bespectacled, bespectacled man, notes my arrival. Ah, you must be our new student. Please, take a seat. He motions me to one of the empty chairs near the corner exit of the room. Carefully checking the chair for wet paint spots beforehand, I take a seat and attempt to take it in my surroundings. The other students are individual bastions of eccentricity. Brightly dyed hair, spiked and studded leather, ironic graphic t-shirt. It's everything I expected a college art class to be. To my right, a red-headed girl is working meticulously on a pencil sketch, her well-maintained wine red hair draped over the page like a gleaming Merlot blanket. I can't tell what she's drawing, but it's clearly very important to her. Well, class, let's get started, shall we? Despite my joining in the middle of semester, I have a feeling I haven't missed much. Students are casually sketching, checking their phones, and giggling to each other, while the professor rambles on about the eras of art history and their respective famous figures. My eyes continue to wander, eventually settling on the red-headed girl again. She appears to be the only one listening intently to the professor's musings. Heavy eyeliner and mascara draw attention to her eyes, giving her a sharp and mature look paired with her angular features. Combined with her laser-like focus, she appears to be quite serious about this whole art business. The gentle caress of the sun shining through the windows as well as the monotony of the lecture are making me quite sleepy. I can feel myself fading away. Teacher, can I go to the bathroom? A voice calls from the back of the room. I turn to see a girl with raven dark hair and intimidating green eyes standing up with her hand raised. Again? Well, alright, I suppose. I can understand completely. I have a small bladder. I have to go to the restroom quite often and wake up frequently in the middle of the night to use the bathroom. But enough about me. Thanks. She wears ripped denim shorts and white canvas shoes, black hair gleaming like polished obsidian and accentuating her snow-white skin. Her baggy sweater matches her pale green eyes, bouncing with every movement as she turns towards the door. Sorry, I stutter a lot, so please forgive my stuttery reading. She's quite beautiful, in an artsy type of way. Now, where am I? Sometimes I forget. The rest of the class passes without event, and the girl with the green sweater still hasn't returned. Oh no, she's missing. Or maybe she is, otherwise preoccupied. The bell rings and the students are released into the wild. Still no green sweater girl. She even took her bag with her. I returned to Kay's house, my hefty bag of questions in tow. I didn't want to seem like an insane person asking strangers questions such as, what city is this, and who is this person who may have kidnapped me? Entering the house, I can hear the sizzling of the stove and clatter of utensils coming from the kitchen. I walk through the corridor of paintings and shrubbery into the kitchen, which emanates a soft warm glow. Excuse me. The last remnants of daylight illuminating the leaves of the trees outside. Oh, you're home. I was so enamored with the view that I had forgotten what I came here for. I turn to my left and spot a girl chopping vegetables behind the kitchen counter. Her short silver hair reflects the sunlight and radiates like someone applied a massive Instagram filter to the world. Glowing platinum hair aside, I'm drawn towards her heavily lined eyes, dramatic and cat-like in appearance, an effect only magnified by the amber glow of her irises. For a moment, I'm lost in her surreal presence. It feels warm. It's also literally quite warm in this room. Like, I'm sweating again. This is seriously becoming a problem. Hello? Oh, right. Reality. Kay, I assume? My gaze wanders to her hands, which are covered in band-aids. She quickly puts her hands behind her back and laughs nervously. You're smarter than you look, Miss PhD Neko. Her voice is sweet and feminine, giving the impression of wisdom beyond her years. Also, what is that supposed to mean? Do I look dumb? Ahem. So why am I here? What's going on? Also, are you saying I look dumb? Oh my god. Of course there are questions. I picked you up from the hospital after you passed out in the snow. You've been lying in bed for a few days now. Passed out in the snow. The last I remember is picking up the phone on the ground. That can't be right. Is it? Well, you can believe what you want. What reason do I have not to just go home right now? You can do whatever you want, but you might not find much of a home to go back to. What is that supposed to mean? It's a pile of rubble and ash now. Might find it hard to build equity there. Now you're just messing with me. Look it up. You have a phone on you, don't you? Oh right, Wi-Fi. I reluctantly typed my address into the search bar. To my horror, she's telling the truth. The entire complex burned down the same day, March 3rd. What the? I wouldn't lie to you, would I? I just met you seconds ago. I don't know anything about what you would or wouldn't do. Hey, I know this is a lot to take in. I'm sorry that this happened. You still haven't answered my question. How did 3 days pass? And now I'm here? Uh, where even is this place? New Elvis City. A couple thousand miles south of where you used to be. As for why you're here of all places, your uncle was a family friend of ours. As a favor, I agreed to take you in for the time being. Still reeling in shock from realizing my old life has been burned to a crisp, Kay wastes no time in continuing her story. Excuse me. I'm going to just get a little more comfortable in my chair. And let me readjust the camera a little bit. Ba-ba-dum. Okay. And so, wait. I need to click myself. My head is spinning. The world feels like it's tumbling down on me. Deep breaths. Are you alright? Yeah. You remember your uncle, right? The one who died, passed away, sorry. And you've been living off his inheritance for the past couple years? That's correct, right? My heart sinks. There's nobody else in the world that would know about that other than my immediate family. Yeah. Right. I know about your situation, PhD Neko. No job, no relationships. I could probably count the number of friends on one hand. This would be the fresh start you need, you know? I didn't come here to be lectured. You're not my mom. When's the last time you spoke to your real mother? Kay seems to recognize the combination of shock, despair, and confusion that I feel. Her expression softens to that of sympathy. Listen, I don't mean to be rude. She walks around the corner towards me. I'm not here to lay pity on you. I'm letting you stay here until you get things figured out, as a favor to the family. They also said I had to. And I'm a little short on the mortgage this month. Speaking of which, how was work? Wait, where are you going? I wandered for what felt like hours, aimlessly stumbling in the cool comfort of the night, the midnight sky interrupted by only the bright white lights of the street lamps. Despite the size of the city, it's eerily quiet. It feels surreal, like a dream has taken me and won't let go. I walked until the scattered trail of lights led me to what appeared to be an impenetrable fortress of concrete. A shopping mall? The unlocked door leads to a hallway of pure white marble from floor to ceiling, with high-end department stores littering either side. Even in the darkness, I can feel the overwhelming opulence exuding from any store that says boutique on the sign. The wide hallways meant to accommodate bustling crowds. The expansive store windows meant to display all wares of prospective buyers. To prospective buyers. Nothing here is being used for its intended purpose. A shopping mall assumes an entirely different form when laid bare, lit only by the moonlight from the glass ceiling. In my mind, I can almost hear the sounds of an ordinary day. Constant conversation, music blaring from the speakers, children screaming, and their respective parents toiling to wrangle them. I'm suddenly caught in a memory of my childhood as well. Days of innocence, laughter, being too young and stupid to know better, making lots of mistakes, being punished for it all, and doing it all together. Together? I think I was always alone. What do you wish for? I wish I knew. Is that bum 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 music? A sweet melody, gentle. Each note is delicate, nearly afraid to be heard. Part of me wants to see what kind of person would be playing at this hour. On the other hand, it could also be a crazy person trying to lure me in. The sound isn't that close to here. I'll have to follow it. I make my way around the extra twists and turns, following the melody, the sound growing ever closer. Eventually, I find the piano room, tucked away in a rarely visited corner of this mall, a forgotten appliance, like an old refrigerator, just around the corner. The melody slowly becomes more confident as I approach, as if the player is becoming more comfortable as they progress. Just as I approach the final turn, the music abruptly stops. I hear the rustling of paper sheets, and shortly after, the clop of high heels rhythmically striking the marble floor. A girl quickly walks around the corner and past me. I'm only able to catch a glimpse of short, reddish-brown hair resting upon a sleeveless blue dress, a shade that reminds me of the ocean. Her heels click as she makes her exit. Should I say something? Or should I just let her go? Let's say something. Wait. My throat feels dry and the words won't materialize. She gets away. Clip, clop. Okay. I'm the worst. Hey! That honeyed voice calls out to me again. I turned around to see Kay, hands on her knees and panting. She struggles slightly before regaining her composure. Don't be like this, PhD Neko. Come home. Home? I probably made a little too light of your situation. I'm sorry. I know this isn't easy for you. I don't think it ever will be. Just come back with me. We'll work through it together. I could use the company. I made too much for dinner. Her mouth forms a half smile, a trace of embarrassment at the thought of asking in such a straightforward manner. Home, huh? But really, do I actually look dumb? Let's go eat. Are you hungry? I'm hungry. Gosh darn it. Thanks for dinner. The girl with the green sweater from art class casually strolls in and walks upstairs without making eye contact with anyone. Oh, hey, shh. Shh. She lives here too? Oh, you've met? I don't know if I'd say that. Oh, one moment. Kitty cat visit. Kitty cat. Hey, kitty cat. So, what do you desire? Courage, freedom, or love? Let's... Oh, kitty? Kitty cat? Hey, kitty. Let's go with love. Alright, PhD Nico, I will do my best. Wait, was it her that was asking me? I don't know what that means. Casual? The hermit that longed for love. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? Holy cow. What? Some kind of strange pervert who sneaks into a house full of girls late at night. Oh, that was a question. Some kind of strange pervert who sneaks into a house full of girls late at night? An intimidating-looking girl stands before me. Jet black pigtails marked by a bright red streak. But she's in the middle of yelling at me right now. Did she sleep in my bed? How do you respond? Be diplomatic or snap back? I'll be diplomatic. Calm down. I think this is all a misunderstanding. You won't even defend yourself? How spineless. Oh, jeez. Am I supposed to just yell back? How does that solve anything? I'd at least respect you a little more. Oh, looks like we made a mistake already, folks. We should have yelled. Wait, did I say that out loud? I'm calling the police. Don't move. Oh, I was wondering what all the commotion was, and so early in the morning. Okay, this strange woman broke into our house. Oh dear, I suppose we'll have to call the police then. What the? I'm just joking, PhD Neko. This is Jay. Jay, we'll be taking care of PhD Neko for a while. What? This loser? I thought we only allowed attractive people into this house. Jay, be nice. She's a family friend. She crosses her arms in protest like a small child. Fine, but I'm not going to like it. She stomps off. Jay is a lovely girl. You two will get along just fine. You think so? Is this game going to matchmake me with all girls? Is that what's going to happen? Are there no guys in this game? Pardon me. I'm having some tea. Anyways, breakfast is almost ready. Hope you're hungry. The corridor illuminated by morning light, I make my way down to the kitchen behind Kay. Don't mind her, she's just very excitable. It's what keeps her going. I can tell. What's she doing in my room anyway? Oh, that girl. Sometimes she drinks too much and just sleeps wherever she pleases. Nice. She's a sweetheart. You'll see. Will I? Anyway, don't forget to eat. The eggshell white bowl filled with shamrock green contents slides over the counter, berries of assorted colors floating from about within. It's a smoothie, I think. It looks like something one would find on a real trendy person's social media. On a real trendy person's social media. It's a mocha yogurt smoothie topped with raspberries and blueberries. I wasn't sure if you had any dietary concerns. Well, hopefully you're not lactose intolerant. I guess I forgot to consider that. Her previously mystical aura is currently overshadowed by her awkwardness. It's fine. Thanks. I'm glad. She turns back around and continues to tend to the stove. I grab a spoonful of the smoothie and try it. Sweet yet refined, the green tea flavor adds a unique touch. It might not be the fanciest food I've ever had, despite the presentation, but it's something. So, how is it? It's good. Actually, surprisingly good. My stomach growls audibly. I didn't realize how hungry I am. I quickly scarf down the rest of the bowl's contents. Surprising. Did you expect it to be bad? She chuckles. Sometimes I like to try adventurous recipes. It doesn't always end up well, but it's worth a try, right? Well, I think I should get ready for class now. Oh, actually, that won't be necessary. Have I been expelled already? Well, maybe art wasn't for me anyway. Sorry? You only need to go every other day. It's part of the arrangement I made for you. That seems a bit unusual, but I like the sound of that. Excuse me. How did you even manage this arrangement? Let's just say I have my methods. That doesn't answer anything. Anyway, I figured you would need some time to settle in. So, for now, you can find something else to do on your off days. Like what? Do you have any suggestions? A friend of mine has connections at a nearby company. I can get you an off-day internship. Maybe you can go to happy hour afterwards. What kind of work is it? Oh, basic spreadsheets, make presentations, graphs. Nothing too serious. It will pay better than what you're what you're doing now at least. I guess. There might be a bit of a learning curve, but you'll be better for it. Plus, it pays quite well. Kay awkwardly attempts a wink. At least I think it was a wink. Did you just wink at me? What? It looked like... never mind. Well, I need rent, so you should go do that. Couldn't even buy a data plan and wants me to work an office job to give her my money? Did you say something? Oh, no. I'm bewildered by the choices that lie before me. What kind of person is Kay to have so many connections? Secret agent? Seductress? This feels too good to be true. So, Kay, what is it you do exactly? If she's a secret agent or a mob boss, she might just decide to kill me someday. She laughs so nervously and so painfully. She clearly doesn't want to talk about it. Secret agent, probably. It's okay, you don't have to tell me. But I do want to know. You'll see me around the house often. I'm mostly trying new recipes, experimenting. Have you always been interested in cooking? Well, I wasn't always good at it. A happy family needs good food after all, right? Someone has to do it. A happy family? I appreciate it. Seemingly taken back by the gratitude, Kate blushes ever so slightly. I'm glad. Neither of us seem to know what to say. Anyway, I'll write down the suggestions I made for you, so don't forget. One moment. She opens a drawer in the kitchen and hastily tears a page out of a notebook. With a black ballpoint pen, she scribbles her notes down and hands it to me. Her handwriting is quite clean and meticulous, an uncommon aspect these days. Thanks. No problem, PhD Nico. Her train of thought interrupted by a sudden phone call. She pulls out her cell phone and begins to walk out of the room. Sorry, I need to take this. Hello? Who still writes stuff down these days? Anyway. Oh well. Kay seems like she has the best of intentions so far. This whole thing still feels like a dream. She pokes her head back into the room. Oh, before I forget, here's a renter's form. What's this for? Excuse me. I need official documentation of your living status for legal reasons. Actually, maybe I shouldn't give that to you so I don't get taxed on your rent. You're so cheap. It's free money. Well, for me at least. Anyway, I gotta go. Have fun, PhD Nico. Sigh. You can just leave the form on the table when you're done. Alright, I got it. Renter's form. Form 36C, Rev 20... 26. Name, PhD Nico. Sex, yes. Address, 808 Maya Street. Questionnaire. I would describe myself as an extroverted person. False. I often struggle to make friends or start conversations. I'm not really a sports fan. I enjoy having a regular routine and prefer not to deviate from it. Is that true? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's not true. Anyway, I build strong emotional connections with characters in films and dramas. I am often deeply moved by a good book or a powerful painting. Not usually. I would prefer to be physically active rather than focus on my work. I would prefer to be physically active rather than focus on my work. Yes. Looks like the office building isn't far from here. Should only be a few blocks away. I finally arrive at my destination, a standard office building with a small Star Industries plaque near the front door. Through the modest front windows, I can see the standard cubicle farm, replete, with awful patterned carpeting. It's made to look dirty when it's clean and clean when it's dirty. The mundanity of the entire package makes me feel a bit at ease. This may be the only thing in this world I can say feels familiar to me. I walk to the front desk before being stopped by an older man. Ah, you must be PhD Nico. Miss PhD Nico. With thin-rimmed glasses and graying sideburns coupled with his navy suit and confident posture, the man exudes both the gentle aura of a kind old man and the intensity of a cutthroat business shark. I reach out to shake his hand, knowing better than to ask him the myriad questions building up inside me. To my surprise, he simply bows to me. You may call me Mr. Sale. Welcome aboard Star Industries. The next 60 minutes feel like what might as well be 60 hours. The corporate hellos and lessons on culture, as well as some basic tasks that I'll be doing. Excuse me. Most of it seems to be menial work, but I wasn't doing much before. So that's everything for now. I'm usually tied up in meetings, so you won't see me often. I'll assign another team member to guide you through the rest. Thanks. Hey, wait. He walks away, briskly checking his phone and tapping away at what I assume are very important emails. Kids are eating laundry detergent these days. Ugh. Kids are eating laundry detergent these days. Gee willikers. Maybe not. Placed in my drab three-walled box, I slowly begin to take in my surroundings. The aforementioned dirty, clean carpet, a gray desk, gray carpeted walls, and a gray ceiling. Definitely not the bashing of creativity I had in mind, but it's par for the course, I suppose. I stare at the laptop I've been given, blankly eyeing the corporate portal lying before me. My eyes begin to wander. I peek up and look at the other cubicles around me. Nothing and no one of note. The same bland gray presents itself in a vast expanse, interrupted only by the bodies of others, eyes glued to the computer screen. As my gaze begins outward and slowly rains inward, nothing interesting catches my eye. Nothing at all. Sigh. I think I've gotten the hang of my basic responsibilities here. Nothing too complex, but it provides a little mental stimulation. Maybe this structure is good for me. I have to look at this position. Hey, new girl. Ah, my heart skips a beat as I spin around in my chair to see a girl standing. Long brown hair split down the middle with a shine that could only exist in a shampoo commercial, paired with straight, thick brows that have been flawlessly shaped and filled. Nestled underneath a pair of intense, smoky eyes punctuated with woody dark pupils. I notice a tiny mole on her left cheek. Her wide and toothy smile makes her seem friendly. I feel I can trust her. What the hell am I doing? I just described a woman like some top-shelf whiskey. I need to stop monologuing so hard. You're a PhD, Neko, right? I'm supposed to help you with work and stuff. So what can I do for you? Her voice is much louder than is likely necessary for the situation. Wearing a white button-down and a lavender skirt, she stands at a nearly imposing height, especially with heels. She smiles at me with her mouth hanging slightly open, upper gums visible. She leans in closer. But I also heard you're living with Kay, right? What I assume was her attempt at a whisper could probably be heard across the room. As she leans in closer, I catch a whiff of her bright floral aroma of her perfume. Even though I've only known her for a few seconds, I think I have a pretty good idea of her personality already. Hey, keep your voice down. Yeah, at least for now. How do you even know this stuff? I think I'm sweating. Oh, my name is, Hyedong, and I live there too. Hello, new roommate. I can see other workers looking over at me now. Surely their first impression of me shouldn't be the false notion that I might be shacked up with this pretty office girl. She said it so loudly too. Surely everyone heard. And Hyedong looks over my shoulder at my computer screen. What are you watching? A music video? Shouldn't you be working on your first day? I'm doing research. Yep, definitely sweating. has finally come. Despite the awkward interaction with Hyedong, I've survived. I've had enough restraint now not to pepper her with all my questions. I also haven't been fired yet, which is a plus. Why do I care about that thought? I didn't sign up for this job. I didn't ask to be put in this situation. I think it's the first time in a while that I've been forced to care about something. I'm just going with the flow because it felt alright. PhD Nico, are you ready to go home together? Okay, let's not... Actually, wait, no. I forgot I have to meet a friend for dinner. My bad. I'll see you at home. She pulls out her phone, her fingers quickly tapping away. She's completely forgotten the rest of the world exists at this point. Wait. Do you want to come with? Sorry, I should have asked first. If her friends are as pretty as she is, I'm willing to go to the ends of the earth. Logic drags me back down to ground level, and I realize I should figure out my next steps before socializing with this loud, attractive girl. I have to figure some things out. I'll see you later. She furrows her brow and sticks out her bottom lip in protest. Lame. Okay, see you at home. I better get out of here. People are definitely staring. Hmm? Day 3. A voice quietly calls out to me. PhD Nico. The sun shines through the window. I guess it's pretty early in the morning. Not my ideal time of day. I roll over to see a glimpse of silver and gold peeking through the doorway. Kay, I forgot to tell you the other day. You actually have class in the mornings too. Ugh. Groaning audibly, I quickly hop out of bed and pull some clothes out of the closet. How long do I have? You should be there at 9. What time is it now? She checks her watch. 8:55? What? She smiles embarrassedly. Sorry, I thought I told you about it earlier. I run towards the cathedral, soon realizing that I don't know which class I'm supposed to go to. Let's see. Just in time. I'm late. Students are scattered about the classroom, each fiddling with their instruments. They appear to be clustered in cliques. The vacuums, cellos, and bolitas all group in the corner, noses turned upward at the cacophonous bronze players in the opposite corner. A lone piano sits on the far side of the room. There looks to be someone shuffling someone papers behind it. Oh, are you our new student? Her youthful voice and appearance makes me think she can't be much older than most of the students. Her massive lensless glasses also make it hard to take her very seriously. Yeah. Welcome to our class. You appear to be a bit late, but that's alright, I suppose. Unfortunately, I have many students that require attending to, so it will be a bit difficult for you to catch up right away. It's okay, I can figure it out. But not to worry, I have a very gifted student who I'm certain could teach you a thing or two. Really, I don't think... Oh, Young dear, do you have a moment? Yes, Professor? It can't be. The girl playing the piano from the other day, standing before me. She smiled at the professor before noticing me. Her already large eyes widened even further upon seeing me. Oh, hi there. She touches her hair nervously. Her voice is so soft and light, I almost couldn't hear her. Hi. The professor looks on with confusion. Oh, do you two know each other? Uh... Keep mumbling. Sort of? Okay then. You'll find that Yu is a very gifted pianist. She can probably teach you more than I can. Vocal training is more of my forte anyway. Eugene dear, let me know if there are any questions on the curriculum. Yes, ma'am. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. She looks at the ground and giggles. I can't help but do the same. What an awkward moment. I'm Yujung. Yujung? Yujung? I'm Yujung. What's your name? Oh, it's PhD Neko. PhD Neko, nice to meet you. This kind of coincidence only happens in movies. Romantic comedies? Maybe this is the start of one of those. Who am I kidding? Stop daydreaming, PhD Neko. Well, I suppose I'll be teaching you for the rest of the semester. Do you have any previous music experience? Not much. I have to be honest, I've never taught anyone before. So, I don't know if I'll be doing any good. I have to be honest. I've never taught anyone before, so I don't know if I'll be any good. But if the professor wants me to teach you, I have to start with what I know best. She motions towards the grand piano. We move past the other students, some practicing instruments, some writing music, and the student in the rear left corner of the room appears to be mindlessly staring out the window. She looks around the room for a moment. Oh. She pulls over an empty chair from a nearby desk and places it next to the piano bench. Feel free to have a seat. Thanks. She sits on the piano bench, her back straight as a board, and sitting on the very edge closest to the piano keys. An elegant form reminiscent of a concert pianist. Like those people who play the piano with white gloves on. That's kind of fancy. So, when you're first starting out, we'll want to identify the middle C. That's this key right here. She points to a key on the keyboard. I don't know how I'd remember that. This key is D, and this one E. It's just like the alphabet, and then it repeats. Her arched fingers gracefully crossing over one another, she effortlessly runs through the keys. That's an octave when you get from, say, one C to the next. The keys are just different octaves, A through G over and over again. I don't think I really know any of what she's saying, but her sweet voice keeps my attention anyway. Oh wow, have we really been streaming this for over an hour? Okay. Do you want to give it a try? Sure. Ijung stands up to offer me space on the bench. My hand wavers aimlessly, trying to identify the middle C she mentioned earlier. She stands off to the side, watching my struggle. Here's C. She points to the key closest to the middle of the keyboard. I press it. And to the right is D. See? It's not so hard. Once you know a few keys, you know them all. I guess she's right. She smiles warmly. I'm glad you tried something new. Do you have things you need to work on today? I feel bad taking up your time. Eugen looks up, appearing to ponder her tasks for the day. I'm mostly assigned to teach you, but I guess you've had enough for one day. I'll show you what I've been working on. It's not too hard. She briefly stretches her fingers and takes a deep breath. Her fingers dart around the keyboard rapidly, body swaying to the rhythm of the song. Intricately and ceaselessly, the notes fall in quick succession like torrential downpour. Despite the obvious difficulty, she effortlessly handles the complex melodies while maintaining her graceful composure. It looks like second nature to her. I tripped up a little at the end. I assure you, I didn't notice. I'm going to take a quick save here. I'm seated once again next to the girl from the other day. Oh, I did save right. Okay, I'm seated once again next to the girl from the other day. She wears a salmon pink dress over a white t-shirt with black lace around her collar. She looks like she was plucked straight out of a rich chateau, somewhere where they teach horseback riding and polo. She's hard at work again, her sharply defined nose nearly touching the paper as she works on her sketch. I look back at the girl with the green sweater, sketchbook on the desk and legs crossed as she nonchalantly stares at her fingernails. She appears to have absolutely no interest in being here. Class begins. Another talk about impressionism and technique. The professor rambles on without direction, on and on about the good old days of art. Maybe our class isn't for me. If each day is like this, I might as well take the opportunity to catch up on some sleep. Maybe they wouldn't notice if I just stayed home. Teacher, I need to go to the bathroom. Oh well. She left already. Without skipping a beat, the professor goes back to his usual lethargic droning. Maybe it would be best for me to slip out as well. I will also slip out. Now is as good a time as any for a quick campus tour, right? Excuse me, can I go to the restroom? I suppose so. Wandering through the school's hallways, nothing in particular stands out. I've been to the music section and seen the piano, and most of the art studios are more of the same. A small back door lies at the end of the hallway. Hopefully this door has none of those devious hidden alarms. Phew. A flight of stairs takes me down to the back wall of the cathedral, where a rusty forest green dumpster lies, surrounded by discarded cigarette butts and empty brown bottles. To my surprise, the girl with the green sweater from earlier is sitting right next to it. Perched in the shade underneath the stairs, sketchbook in hand, she appears to be focusing on drawing. An unlit cigarette hangs from her rosy red lips. I didn't take her for the smoking type. Her skin is quite fair and youthful. I shouldn't assume things about people. I built the resolve to approach her. Cautiously, of course. Hello there. Ah! The cigarette falls out of her mouth in shock as she leaps up, dropping her pencil and sketchbook. What are you doing in my secret spot? This is part of the school. You're outside. People can see you here. She looks around incredulously and sighs before sitting back down. Whatever. What are you doing here? Are you the garbage man? We live in the same house, so I thought I'd see what you're up to. She stares blankly. Oh, really? We're also in the same art class. Oh, really? Oh dear. Sigh. Looks like classes are over. So, what's your name? Why are you sticking around instead of going home? She takes a few seconds to respond to me, focused on drawing in her sketchbook. No reason, really. She speaks curtly, as if she doesn't want to waste her breath with too many words. Her sketchbook snaps shut as she places it in her bag and hops up. Anyways, I'll see you around. She begins to walk away. Hey! Whoops. Hey, your name? She answers without looking back or breaking stride. Chang? Chang. I wonder where she's going. After another long day, it's nice to be able to return home to the sounds and smells of dinner. The familiar sizzle of pans reminds me of my mother's cooking. Back. I'm going to save here. And I'm going to take a restroom break because I can't hold it in anymore. Actually, I think I have to do a bit more of a restroom break. Yep. I'm going to end the stream here. I might be back on later tonight. We'll see. But in case I don't, have a good night. Sleep well. I hope to see you tomorrow. Catch you later.